Ever since the day that you went away, you went away.
Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Andrea. I make commentary videos on influencers and pop culture. Today's video is this insane story that I've seen online. It's about this influencer called Bratphobic, which was this big Y2K influencer who literally deleted everything after being called out for some questionable behavior. To sum it up, Bratphobic got doxxed and outed as transgender. Some people have been posting pictures of a young boy saying that this is who she is. We don't know if that's the truth, if she is cis or trans. I think people shouldn't care that much about this because that is up to her. Like, we shouldn't out people ever. But the reason why this whole scandal happened is because she's been literally photoshopping her photos to hell. Like, she doesn't even look like a person. And she got to the point where she literally took pictures from the internet and she put her head on other people's bodies. So if you look at this, the biggest problem here is that she literally took the picture with the angel wings and whatever, the angel costume, and she made the original person in the picture slimmer. So not only is she taking pictures from others, she's also body shaming them. She also took this person's picture and put her face in it. She has been accused of photoshopping her eye shape to look more oriental. She said that she is black and Asian. If you look at this, this is a video of her in which her eye shape and eyebrow shape suddenly changes randomly. She's also faked a mugshot apparently, because the original photo would have been this and she put this. But I don't even know if this is her, because the name Griffin will come out later in her being accused of being transgender, which is not even a real accusation because being trans is not a bad thing. She looks like different people depending on the pictures. People have been trying to look for pictures of her and find out why she looks like so many different people, to the point where they found like a lot of weird, questionable receipts. Like, she just, in all of these pictures, she looks different. She's promoting body dysmorphia and EDs a lot by editing her body to look skinnier and editing the people's bodies that she steals to look skinnier too. She's done full-on blackface in this picture, although let's say that what she said about her ethnicity being black and Asian is true. Even if that is true, she looks a lot whiter in other pictures than she looks in this. So this is a full-on Nikita Dragon example, but the Y2K version of Nikita Dragon. Like, look, how can this be the same person? People have been making fun of her for editing and blurring her pictures to the point that it doesn't even look like a person, with memes such as "No one, my IMVU character. I thought this was a bad repaint of a Bratz doll." That Bratphobic girl got 6,000 followers for photoshopping all her pictures heavily, and you all looked past it and called it Y2K, literally. That Bratphobic girl deepfaking her face onto others people's pics, I cannot believe. And it's so crazy that she's been editing videos as well, which is obviously harder than just Photoshop. And the videos, like, you need to move a certain way so that the motion capture doesn't like catch your movement, it doesn't change it. People have come up with crazy conspiracies, which I can understand why this happened, because she has prompted all this insanity with what she did, saying that there are other people who are like alternate accounts of her with a different way of photoshopping her face, so that she's like having multiple accounts and multiple personas, which I don't believe that is true, but this is an example that was given. She deleted everything, all of her accounts. People believed that she was, or well, is actually white and pretending to be a person of color. I'm not an expert on that, so I'm not gonna talk, because obviously I'm white myself and I don't want to come across as dismissive if it turns out that she's a person of color. I don't think that these alone are the concerns here. I think the concern is that she's faked everything about herself. Let's ignore the transgender part. Just say that, you know, she's been putting her head on other people's pictures. She's been stealing content. Like, there's a lot to unpack here. And obviously, if she's actually white, then this is Asian fishing and blackfishing together. But yeah, I don't know what to believe, because she just left the internet without showing more. She posted this kind of apology and then disappeared. Hey everyone, if you have seen what's been going on lately, I would like to quickly address it all. Some years ago, yes, I did edit my face on two women, one of them being a black woman. I already sent her an apology in private and in public. The second woman, I have no way of contacting and have zero idea on how to reach her. I had no real intentions. I was just young, stupid, and inspired, and those posts are now deleted. Yeah, but you made this woman look skinnier than she was. Like, if she ever saw this, then that would have made her insecure about her body, you know? It would have made her question, you took my picture, but you changed my body, so is my body not okay? Secondly, for the comments on my race, I'm not a white woman, I am Japanese, Korean, and black. Someone has asked me to say N-word to prove it, And I definitely will not be doing that. Even with black in me, I see my privilege and no way better to not say that word. So many non-black people say it daily, so what would that even prove? I have and always will claim being black and Asian, and this is nothing new. For the comments on my real identity and gender, I'm not a white woman nor a white male. Seeing so many transphobic comments towards me has made me sick to my stomach. Even if I was trans, that is no one's business but mine. And if I was outing someone for being trans, as it's a huge terrible thing, it's very weird, not to mention transphobic. Remember, your comments affect people who really are trans and deal with transphobia daily. Lastly, I'm not that little boy everyone is posting, and you all need to stop sharing that random kid. It's getting weird and I'm pretty sure he's disabled. Why does it have to do, why did she mention that he's disabled? What does it have to do with all that? But yeah, don't share kids' pictures if you don't know for sure. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I'm only apologizing for myself and to the people I have hurt. I will be taking a break for a while because this has been overwhelming. And later on, she posted another thing. I don't feel comfortable being online as of being outed as trans and having my business aired out, so I will be deleting this account permanently. I will explain it further and defend myself, but I just don't see the point anymore. I'm tired. Please don't harass anyone from my family or mutuals. They have nothing to do with this. Don't look for me. You won't find me. Thank you for everything. Goodbye. Honestly, I hope she's okay, because when she said you won't find me, like, it sounded depressive as fuck. Like, I hope she's okay. I would have liked her to stay and just address more of this and actually apologize, but I don't wish ill on her. I don't even know who she is. Like, I found out through Twitter about this story. People have also said that you told them you're black, and people are really doubting that. You told me you were Blasian, so black and Asian. Is that true? Yes, I genuinely am. I wouldn't lie about that. No lies, right? Because at this point, just own up to everything. I know, God, this is so. Well, if you're sure, could I post it to Twitter? Sure, I guess let me type something out though. And I don't know what the next part of this was. These are like other screenshots that have been shared in regards to her. I don't know how many of these are actually true, but I'm reading all of them. Yeah, sure, and also she met up with a former one of my followers, and it's so obvious it's edited. I don't know how a 15-year-old could keep up with all of this, and she said she was cis, by the way. So yeah, allegedly she's 15, which is why this whole scandal gets into like creepy territory. I think it's okay to call people out for things that you suspect, but not, obviously, not being transphobic and not being creepy to a child, a teenager. One time she faked being kidnapped, and that mugshot is obviously fake, but like she told me, the group chat, it was an edit and she wanted attention, but on the timeline she was saying it was real, and in the group chat she would brag about having a 19-inch waist, and she knew people in the group chat had eating disorders, and we told her to stop, but she didn't. Last thing, she always said she wasn't trans, but would say the T slur, and she said she didn't know it was a slur. Right, so the waist conversation, that is why I said I think she promotes eating disorders a little, and I think it's problematic, but I think this is a problem that is not stopping at her. I think this is a problem with the internet nowadays. They promote a lot of like unhealthy bodies, and I'm saying this as somebody who is skinny. I often shame myself for having given a little bit of fat on my stomach because of the internet, but I'm really skinny, so I cannot imagine what people who are bigger than me feel with these insane pressures on the internet. Somebody made this comment in regards to this. One time back in 2019, I asked her what she was, and she commented back that she was, and I quote, 50% black, 30% Asian, and 20% white, but she deleted the pic with that response, but like, things are getting weird. Yeah, so apparently she's not being very constant with what she's saying, which is weird, but this person has no proof, so again, take everything you see here with a grain of salt, other than the Photoshop, because that is for sure true. The way I knew she wasn't black was back when I had my old spam, and me and her were DMing, she had a whole exposed page talking about her editing her face, showing her real face and stuff, saying she's not even black, and she dismissed the allegation, which doesn't add up. Honestly, Bratphobic photoshops themselves to the max. Bratphobic has claimed to be a female that has had no plastic surgery. She's also claimed to be black and Asian. There were videos posted to make her look bad. So I'm here to offer the real tea on this person. I reached out to someone who posted that I posted one of the videos that were shopped to make her look ugly, and they said they know this person in real life. I think they posted the vid to give some people a reality on what they look like, since they didn't want to actually expose her, I guess. Anyways, they told me Bratphobic was a white male who photoshops themselves. They claim that Bratphobic has also said the N-word. Now, I can believe most of this, because back in Bratphobic's older days, she had a semi-normal nose in her pictures. The person I got this info from sent the unphotoshopped pictures of him/her. The nose looks the exact same, and to even further prove it, they have an elementary photo of him/her, and the nose forehead matched the picture. If you see in Bratphobic's highlights, there is a picture of her showing off his or her waist. There's a bone or kind of ruffle I see in the middle of her stomach that I've so only males have had in the past. Bratphobic's real name is Griffin, and that name is mostly associated with males in the US. Again, I think a lot of this is too intrusive and I don't like it. Y'all are being so transphobic towards Bratphobic, like, yeah, she's a weird bitch for letting herself on black women pics, but y'all are clocking dead names and making it a big deal on whether she's trans or not. Who fucking cares if she's trans? That's not the problem. I can't believe I came across a YouTube video about this. Like, you all are really posting her dead name and misgendering her and really just being transphobic as fuck. Yeah, that is a big problem. And I think people like went overboard so much, and I can understand why she wanted to leave the internet, but I think she should have maybe addressed this a little more after she said that, you know, after she posted her first apology and before she decided to leave. Like, in between those two posts, she maybe could have given it another chance to address it better. I didn't know Bratphobic was only 15, so you know what, I take back the shit I said about her. The Photoshop shit wasn't cool, but talking shit, having discourse with / about minors isn't okay in my opinion. I don't know any actual facts about this person to even say shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, she's a minor, so this makes it so much weirder. This other user said that Bratphobic tried to trigger her eating disorder. By the way, now that she's getting exposed, this girl is insane toxic, photoshopping every photo to oblivion while she also attacking and body shaming other women. She uses her platform to publicly body shame and bully people. Sent hundreds of people to call me a fat whale. Very aesthetic, very cute, but these photos are so wrecked with Photoshop, it's unbelievable. Imagine making fun of other women when you look like an airbrushed egg with the cheapest synthetic blonde unit from the donation bin. And if you see her posting pictures of my stomach and arms again, knowing I'm in recovery from an eating disorder, just smile and nod, girls. This pic was sent to someone of plus size. The person would like to keep anonymous due to bullying / doxing. Bratphobic emphasized her little waist and flat stomach. She was bragging to this person, you all chose to give her this platform. And this is allegedly a real picture of what she looks like. And I can see she has quite big hands compared to most women that I know, but it doesn't give you an excuse to assume that she is transgender just because of that. Some people just have big hands, like it's just something that happens. Not everyone looks the same. Just because it's not conventionally feminine doesn't mean that she was biologically born as a male before she transitioned, allegedly. It doesn't mean that, like, don't assume. Let's also talk about how Bratphobic selling body dysmorphia to little girls on Instagram with over-edited photos and claiming they're not edited, going as far as to edit videos that prove that's how she really looks like. Like, wow, a 240p video shot on a webcam that's also heavily filtered, you totally really look like that queenie shirt showed those haters. Like, yeah, you can edit videos. It's harder than editing photo, but you can. There are different softwares, like, you know, the deep face thing. Like, you can do that. So I don't understand why this is suddenly proof that she actually look like that, because I saw some people say, well, if she doesn't look like that, how did she edit the video? I mean, it's possible. People do a lot of shit. Like, how do you think CGI is a thing on movies? I'm unsure / unclear on if Bratphobic is a cis gay white guy doing a drag queen bit or a trans white girl, so I'll tread carefully because I don't want to come across as transphobic. But look at my recents and you'll see that she isn't who she claims she is. She isn't who she claims she is, meaning she isn't black and Asian. So yeah, she's this person is not being transphobic, saying that she lied about what she was born as, you know. Judging on the comments on Bratphobic's Finsta, Kitty Glocks, recent, she apparently claims not to be trans. This is interesting. Bratphobic literally can find this is a serious situation, see blackfishing, and she's on timeline using Stan Twitter's memes and butchered AV thinking it's funny. What a fucking weirdo. Yeah, so I think the transphobic bits, nobody should ever do that, especially after the situation with Nikki tutorials. We should know better not to do this again. With the race bits, I can understand that this is, you know, questionable because she, even if she might be half black, like she claims, she has literally edited her photos to look more tan than some of them. So that would still, I think, in my opinion, again, as a white person, I don't know, but I think that would still count as blackfishing if you're mixed and you darken your skin. Let me know what you think about that. This is pretty much all. This story is just so weird, man. Like, I'm gonna try to find out more if anything else happens, but she seems like to have just disappeared from the internet for now. But yeah, like this video. If you like it, comment down below what you think about this whole story. Like, is this so weird, or is it just me that thinks that this is kind of disproportionate reaction when it comes to her being trans or not? Obviously the other things, the blackfishing, the Asian fishing, the eating disorders promotion and kind of, you know, the kind of stuff like this, that is serious, but this, assuming someone's gender like that, is kind of weird, right? Subscribe to my channel for more commentary, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Ever since the day that you went away.